Welcome back to another episode of Carson's Aquatics. Today, this is the morning after I set up this tank, and I was literally just talking about how it looked like these frogs were mating. And I just take a look in the tank. Right up here on the surface, actually. I was like, what the? How did those pellets get in there? But I realized those are not pellets. Those are frog eggs. If you take a look right there, 2 of my African clawed frogs are mating. I saw them doing it yesterday as well. So I guess overnight, that big fat female laid these eggs because these were not there last night. So, but the thing is, I'm going out of town in literally like half an hour. And by the time I get back, this water level is going to drop to the point where these eggs are out of the water. So I'm going to try and get these eggs out and into some separate container. I'm thinking this cup. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna fill this up with water and we're gonna try and get these eggs out and see if they hatch. And yeah, right here you can get a real good look at all those eggs. That is what a bunch of African clawed frog eggs look like. It's pretty exciting. I really hope some of these hatch. I'm gonna fill up this cup with water. Set that right there. And I guess I'll just try and grab them. I mean, I don't really know what else to do. I wish they would have laid them somewhere else. And maybe they did, but I don't know. So let's just see if I can gently grab some of these. Yeah, a couple of them came off pretty easy. Get them in there. Got about 3 more right there. And this definitely won't be the last time these frogs breed. And I'm not sure if this will even work, if these eggs will hatch, but I guess we'll find out. So I'm just gonna keep getting these eggs and putting them in the cup. And I'll get back to you guys in a second. Alrighty guys, so I got a bunch of eggs into this cup. I didn't get all of them because while I was just doing that, I looked over at that little thermometer and I see a bunch of eggs on that. And then I took a closer look at this plant. There's a bunch of eggs on that, as well as this plant, as well as the heater and filter back there. So they laid a ton of eggs all over this tank. So I'm just gonna keep what I have in the cup already, see if those hatch, see if any in the tank hatch, and if they do, then the frogs will probably eat them because they're stupid and they eat anything that they see. But yeah, hopefully we have some tadpoles. Like I said, I am going out of town right now. You guys already saw my vlog with Elmadine, so we're gonna have about 2 days before we find out if we have baby frogs, but I'll see you then. Guys, I just came down here. I just saw that little thing right there move. There's a couple of them right here. There's one. Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. We're actually gonna have some babies. Oh, yeah, look. That's crazy. It's now a couple days later, and let me show you what's going on in this tank. If you look real closely, you can actually see right there is an African clawed frog tadpole. There's a couple of them right here. I think there's like 8 or 9 total that I counted. Those guys are just hanging out on the glass. I saw one in this corner. Yep, he's still there. And these guys are just so tiny. Then back there's actually one still in the egg, which is super cool. But yeah, these guys are so tiny, and I want to keep them. Obviously, I don't want them getting eaten by those beasts of frogs. So I'm gonna set up another little tank, a grow out tank. I would put them with these guys, but these guys are getting to the point where they would probably eat the tadpoles. So I'm gonna set up another little tank for these guys just to get them up to a decent size to where we can decide what to do with them, whether we sell them to a pet store. Might keep 1 or 2 of them. I don't know yet. And I'm trying to think what kind of tanks we have available. I have the 2.5 gallon beta tank. I have another 2.5 gallon beta tank. Then I have a 1/2 gallon beta tank. Right here is the 2.5 gallon beta tank that I actually used. Then right here is the one that I had my lizard in. And I think this one's the better option. So this is the tank we're gonna use. Let's see what kind of filters we got. No. This one I can use. I'll just have to wrap the intake in some kind of padding so that the tadpoles don't get sucked in, and won't need a heater, won't need a light. So I'm gonna go clean this thing out, and then we can start filling it up and catching our baby African clawed frogs. Alrighty guys, I just cleaned out the 2.5. And I think I'm gonna have this sitting just like right under the 40 like this. It's not gonna be permanent by any means, so I just kind of want to keep it out of the way. So I think that's where I'm going to put it. And this is going to be a real simple setup. This is only going to take me like 5 minutes. I'm going to literally just stick this tank in the 40 gallon, scoop out a bunch of water, set it right there, and set up the filter. Nothing too crazy going on here. We're just going to scoop out 2.5 gallons of water. There we go. Now we will put this in place like so. I'm going to go rinse down the filter. Alright guys, so the filter has been rinsed, and also I just went ahead and cut out this little piece of filter pad and rinsed it as well. This is going to wrap around the filter intake so that none of our tiny baby tadpoles can get sucked up into here. I've got these rubber bands to hold the pad on there, so I'm just going to wrap this around there, get one of these rubber bands, put that on up there, get another one, and there we go. So now none of our baby tadpoles can get sucked up in here, so we're going to go ahead and put this on the tank. There we go. She's running. Oh, the camera angle's horrible, my bad. But there we have our little tadpole grow out tank. Nothing too special, nothing too pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and put in some bacteria starter. Oh, that was a lot, and just a bit more. Okay, so now let's catch these tadpoles. Guys, I just realized that the ones I put in this cup, we actually have 3 tadpoles that hatched. I thought they all died. I looked in here a couple days ago and I thought they were all dead, but 3 of them made it. So we're gonna get them into the grow out tank as well. Looks like we got 1 more in the actual tank, so I'm gonna grab him. Then I think this is the last one. And there are all of our tadpoles. There's like no way you guys can even see them. Yeah, you can kind of see them, I guess. When they start growing a little bit, you'll be able to see them a lot better. And when they do get too big for this tank, I'll just be putting them in the 10-gallon tank. By that time, all these guys should be ready to either go in my community tank, but I'm also probably gonna sell a lot of these guys to the fish store because there's like 40 of them and I just cannot house all of them. But yeah, these guys are also getting huge. There's the biggest one right there. He's already getting his red in his fins. A couple of the other ones are also getting that red. Super cool watching these guys grow up. Literally, I saw them the day they were born. So that's been cool. I'm looking forward to having the same kind of experience with these guys. And this is gonna be completely different because these are frogs and you know, they start as tadpoles and then we get to watch them grow their legs and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I just looked up here and there's 1 more little guy I have to grab. And if others do pop up in the next few days, I will get them out as well and put them in our grow out tank. And yeah, this was a super pleasant surprise having all those babies appear. And I guess at this point, I'm just a full-on fish and frog breeder because we got all them, so I guess you could call me a breeder. And by no means do I know everything about breeding and raising fish. In fact, I don't know much. I'm kind of just rolling with it, doing what I can for these fish and frogs. So if you do have any tips for me, if you're like a professional fish breeder, drop them down in the comments. I'm always open to learning new things. But yeah, Fish Room 3.0 is chugging right along. Next up, hopefully, we'll be setting up this 75-gallon tank. Still probably gonna be just a little bit until then. But yeah, we got baby frogs. Today's comment of the day goes out to. And if you want your comment to be the comment of the day in the next video, all you got to do is drop a comment down below, and that could happen. And if you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and I am going to see you in the next video. If you look real closely, if the camera will focus on them. Come on, camera. Dude, why is it even...